Hi, I'm Sun. I am an exchange student from Thailand. I'll be introducing exchange student in Ithaca High School. Being an exchange student is when a student from one country goes abroad for 1 semester a year. Students have to be between 14 to 18 years old to travel. There are many organizations that offer exchange program. For example, AFS, EF, and YES. The organization in your home country cooperates with another branch of its own in the host country. The organization will provide you with a host family and a contact person in the country. The student will be staying with the host family. The host family will take care of the students as a member of the family. The student is there to exchange culture, meaning that the student is supposed to learn the culture of the other country and also teach about their own culture. What makes me decide to be an exchange student is my mom one day came and said to me to take this test, and if I made it, I had a chance to be an exchange student. I made it. Made it with my friends going abroad, so I decided to go abroad. I don't think it is hard to adapt to American culture because American culture is like every culture mixed together and food is good, everything good. I think the most interesting thing about here is the culture and the environment, how people do things differently, and the environment is different, it's colder here. The benefit of being an exchange student is, of course, to open your world, to see more of the world, and explore the world, to see something new. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Astrid and I'm Sun's host mother. And I went to Turkey as an exchange student when I was 18 with the same program that Sun is on called AFS. So it was really interesting to be an exchange student in Turkey because it's a really, really interesting country. First of all, it's a beautiful country and it's a very old country, so historically it's really, really fascinating. They have so many ancient cultures that have come through there and have developed into what is now modern day Turkey, which is still quite a combination of old cultures. And so you can learn about the old cultures through the language, which is Turkish, which is also a really interesting language, and I had a lot of fun learning Turkish. And also through a lot of the old archaeological sites and historical sites that are there. There are beautiful, beautiful ruins and old temples and mosques and these interesting caves where people used to live. And it's just really, really interesting to be able to go around and see these old places. And also it's a very beautiful country with a coastline on the Mediterranean coast. So it's really great to be able to go see the ocean there, and some of those ruins are right on the ocean, which is really cool to see too. So it's really great to be an exchange student, and for me it was a really fantastic experience. I lived in the capital city of Turkey, which is called Ankara, with a family, and I had a host sister who was approximately my age, and we were really, really great friends right from the beginning. And it was so great to be able to live with this family, and they were just so welcoming to me, and they showed me everything about Turkey, especially a lot about the different kinds of food. I gained a little weight. And in the end, they became like my family, and it's been 20 years since I studied in Turkey, and I still think of them as my second family, and I'm in touch with them a lot. And I've been to Turkey a few times since I lived there to visit them, and they've also come to visit me. So that was really wonderful to be able to kind of have a second family in my life. But also, of course, I met a lot of people in Turkey who taught me a lot of different things, not just about the actual culture and language of Turkey, but also about myself and what is it like to be in a different country, to be with people who have different customs, to be able to adapt and learn from people, and to be patient and flexible in new situations where you don't really understand what's going on. So there's really a lot of personal growth that happens from being an exchange student. And then, of course, you meet all these wonderful people, not only the people who live in those countries, but also the people who are on the exchange program with you. So I now have friends who are from Iceland and from Sweden and from Denmark and all different countries, because they also were studying in Turkey with me. So there's a lot of other great things that come out of being an exchange student, and I think that one of the great things is that you just learn that people all around the world are basically the same, and they're full of love, and they like to share with each other, and it's a great way to have better international understanding. So since I was an exchange student in Turkey so long ago, I always thought it would be really great to also host an exchange student, kind of as a favor to my host family in Turkey, kind of like what comes around goes around. So I thought it would be really nice to have a student live with us, and also for my son, who's just a single child, I thought it would be great for him to experience what it was like to have a brother in the house, and to learn to share things and even share his parents. And yeah, I just thought it would be nice for whatever student comes here to have an opportunity to live in the US, and to be able to show them around, and to have an experience living in Ithaca.
So, what makes you decide to be an exchange student?
What it makes me decide to be an exchange student, I didn't decide to be an exchange student. They kind of let me know that I was being an exchange program.
How are you adapting to Ithaca?
I think I'm adapting here really well. I mean, I laugh almost all the time. Luckily, I don't have any actual homework to do, so I had a lot of time to hang around with people, and now I'm kind of used to it to the cold. It's not that bad anymore. It's still bad though, but it's not that bad.
And how do you like Ithaca so far?
I like Ithaca a lot. I like the people. I like the place. I like all. The only thing that is kind of bad is the cold, but how I just said, I almost get used to it.
What do you think is the most interesting thing in Ithaca or the USA?
The most interesting thing in America is that it's not what I expected. It's not what usually you hear that this place is. It's not what they show you in the news, or what they show in the movies. Is totally different.
What do you think is the benefit of being an exchange student?
The benefit of being an exchange student is that it actually opens your eye. It shows you things that you didn't expect to be that way. And there is a say that you have to look for your own truth. That's what being an exchange student makes for you.
Go out and open your world. You have fun and a lot of experience and make friends. You've also learned language, culture, and you will know yourself better.